Hi guys, welcome to the video. My name's Kev. If this is the first time watching one of my videos, thank you very much for clicking on and watching it and taking time out of your day to let me spend some time on your phone, on your computer screen. And for those of you that have watched my videos before, thanks for clicking on another one and watching it. If you like the video, please like it. If you want to subscribe. If you just want to follow or just want to share, all of those things would be greatly appreciated. Because obviously sharing is caring, and if you want to show you care, give this video a share. Now today I want to talk about the Warner Brothers back catalogue of movies and possible 4K releases of films that I just believe are due that refresh, that need to be seen by a new generation. And hopefully if this video gets shared enough, some official from Warner Brothers, or in the marketing department or anything, might just see it and go, you know what, that guy's right, that does need a 4K release. And in this crazy world of today where all people can talk about is coronavirus this, coronavirus that, or whatever, the next big thing will be after it, we just need a distraction from all that. So, and I believe a good movie is a perfectly good distraction. And without further ado, as I said, back catalogue of Warner Brothers is huge. I picked out 5 films which I believe would be successful for them if they were to actually make a 4K version of it and release it. And not as successful them, I'd have some success, because it would mean that something I actually said came true. So without further ado, first up, Point Break, the original and best, starring Keanu Reeves and the late great Patrick Swayze at the height of his fame. Such a good film. The action in this gets 2 thumbs up all the time. It is just that good. Such a good movie. Story wise, brilliant. Action wise, amazing. That's it. That's all I've got to say about it. If you haven't seen Point Break and you've only ever seen that poor man's remake, I suggest you get hold of a copy of this. See John Wick before he became John Wick, and obviously poor old Patrick. Get this movie in your collection, whether you buy it on Blu-ray and it never makes it to 4K, or hopefully it does make it to 4K. You've got to see it. Next, Paul Walker, God rest his soul, made a film called Running Scared. Paul Walker's greatest work. Absolutely amazing. It's a brilliant film. It's got some great sequences in it, some great stuff, some great stories, some great script. Truly amazing, brilliant, superb. Get this film onto 4K. And for those of you, once again, that haven't seen Running Scared, you really do need to go out and find a copy. It's such a good movie. It will keep you watching, keep you entertained, keep you thrilled. You'll love it. That's Running Scared. Next. Oh, if I stop throwing it around. The Long Kiss Goodnight, directed by Rennie Harlan and starring his wife Gina Davis and of course Samuel L. Jackson. Excellent movie. Really, really good. I've seen this film so many times. I know it word for word. It's just that good. And even though I've seen it that many times, and I know it word for word, I'd still love a 4K edition of it. Just purely so, I'll be able to notice things I've never seen before, because that's what I always find when I see a back catalogue 4K come out. And I'll watch it and I'll be like, wow, I never noticed that. It's just the little details that 4K can bring out. And so, obviously, a refresh in 4K of this film will just add a bit more longevity to it. More people will get to see it and experience just how good a pairing these two were in this movie. Is amazing. Really is. The Long Kiss Goodnight is a definite one for a 4K release. Another one of the 5 choices I made would be the Scarlett Johansson, Ewan McGregor, and directed by Michael Bay, The Island. Absolutely amazing piece of science fiction. And, well, without giving too much away, because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it. This film is brilliant. That's all I got to say about it. Just brilliant. Whether it be the stunt work, the action sequences, even the pyrotechnics are amazing. Michael Bay really does know whether people love him or hate him. He's like a Marmite director for some people. I personally love all his stuff. This is absolutely brilliant. And, you know, the script wise, everything, it's just stunning. It's not mindless either. It really is thought provoking too. I mean, what if they could do that? What if they could do this? Get it? If all else fails, you've got Scarlett Johansson to fall back on and look at while the film's playing. Even if you don't enjoy it, you've still got Scarlett Johansson. So go out and get this. Let's get it on 4K, because another film that would look truly amazing in 4K quality. And finally, my last choice, and it was one of my favourites growing up as a kid. Still one of my favourite films now. Kevin Costner at the height of, at the height of Kevin Costner, to be perfectly honest. You know, great film, great script, great acting, great cast. A truly amazing film about a British legend. But despite developing a California accent that Kevin Costner obviously brought to the role, it's Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Now, a lot has been said about this film over the years about how Kevin Costner would demand that Alan Rickman stopped upstaging him when he was acting, and how, oh, I can't have that because I don't look as good as old Rickman does. But that's because Rickman was just a brilliant actor, played a villain so well. And obviously Alan Rickman plays the villain of this piece, being the sheriff in Nottingham. But this film, the extended cut, which is what this is, I mean, when it was originally released in 91, a lot of people said there was just something missing, although it was #1 at the box office for ages. You know, they re-released it in 2003 onto DVD with extended cut, which had like an extra 12 or 15 minutes, something along them lines, of all the footage that they'd left out before, and that made for a more complete movie experience. Yeah, this 2000, I believe 2006 or 7, this came out on Blu-ray. Hold on. Oh no, I'm wrong. 2009 it hit Blu-ray. You get the extended cut, get all the commentaries and everything, but what you really need is a 4K version of this, because I can imagine the forests and all the stunt work and everything, the castles, the clothing, that 4K bit of clarity would suit this film down to the ground. It's a period piece, but obviously the only thing that's ever really wrong with this film is that Kevin Costner could not be bothered to put an accent on. But I suppose that's what adds to its charm, the fact that you know it's wrong, but you still love it. And if you haven't seen it, please, please, please don't hesitate to go out and get it, even if you don't get the 4K, if it ever does get released. But I do believe it's about time this came round for a 4K release. I know I'd buy it. I know lots of other people would too. I mean, most people would probably only buy it because it'd probably include something along the lines of that single by Bryan Adams, Everything I Do It For You, which still to this day it holds the Guinness World Record for longest ever running #1 at 16 weeks. So yeah, go out and get it. Don't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed, should I say. And yeah, well, thanks for watching the video. I'll do some more fives lists from other companies. I mean, obviously, you know, Paramount have loads of films that could be on 4K. Universal, there's without a doubt. I mean, we could talk all day about theirs. For instance, Jaws. It's rumoured to be coming out in June. Hopefully it does. Then you've got Back to the Future, which is rumoured to have 4K versions coming soon. Getting, you know, Sony Pictures have got loads of films. I spoke about one in my last video, you know, The Longest Yard. That actually needs a Blu-ray release, let alone a 4K release. yeah, so I'll try and get some more videos done. It's just finding the time between my wonderful job, which isn't that wonderful, but it's a job nonetheless, and family life, and just try and squeeze a video in here and there. Hopefully you like this video and you can click like. Hopefully you can share it. Even if you don't like it, just share it. Someone else might like it further down the line. That would be great help. Because, you know, one man's pleasure is another man's poison, or vice versa. Just needs to be shared. Needs to be liked, subscribed. Thank you very much.